Though many farm fields look serene and peaceful during the cold months of the year, you'd be surprised by how busy farms are throughout the winter.
We all pretty much take an all hands on. Everybody does every job here.
Family farm operations like Pleasant Valley Farm in Brookville stay busy 365 days a year.
Pleasant Valley Farm is a traditional row crop operation. We operate about 2,500 acres in Montgomery County, another 200 on the Eastern Shore where we do corn, soybeans, and wheat. We run a herd of 150 Angus cows. And in the summer, we operate a seasonal produce business where we market our farm-raised beef, and we also grow our own sweet corn to market through there. Because we are such a diverse operation, we are pretty much busy 4 seasons now. In the spring and fall, we plant and harvest. In the summer, we run the produce operation. But in the winter, we stay equally as busy. The muddy part's about to happen now. So like any good farm, we have our share of mud here. When it's not frozen in the winter, it is definitely muddy. So this just is another layer of warmth and keeps the clothes a little nicer. Starting in January through March, we calve out our 150 cows. So we pretty much live 24 hours a day, one of us who works here to check on the cows, make sure birthings are going well. We are gonna make a tag for a calf that was just born, registering all of our purebred cattle. So just like you would with a human baby, what they're getting today is just standard, you know, like you would give your kids a measles, mumps, tetanus. Essentially, they're getting the cattle version of it today. So we're gonna go out here and hopefully not rodeo too hard. Tagging the newborns. They are tagged within 24 hours of being born. Feed the cows in the winter. That's one of the groups we're going to be feeding. They're not used to eating this late in the day, so they probably are thinking they're not going to get fed today.
We do not feed hay unless it's extremely cold or it's raining or snowing in the winter. We have it already mixed into this silage ration, which the cows are getting.
That's the soybean meal. And this is a binder additive that we use. This just helps protect if there's for any reason there's any mold in the silage. This prevents that from hurting the cows, essentially.
They obviously take more to eat to stay warm, and just the general upkeep of the cows is just more in the winter. When she pulls up to the trough here, she's gonna put her auger down and start the mixer up. To work this whole thing, she's got 3 levers to work in the tractors. This group, based on the number of head, we feed a certain number of pounds, so she'll just go right on up the trough here and put the correct weight in and watch her scale as she goes.
Right now, what I want to do is I just want to focus on the order we need to put in the village for the week.
We make our decisions as far as planting and fertilizer needs for the next year. We test all of our fields for the soil samples. So we stay plenty busy here. And the sprayer, are you getting that out today?
Yeah, we'll get that out so we can start cleaning the nozzles on that for this wheat fertilizer.
In the winter here, everything gets cleaned up, so it's freshly cleaned and washed and ready to go. The sprayer, we're gonna pull that out and unfold it and make sure all the nozzles on it would work.
Ready?
Yep.
You ready?
Yep. Okay, so just straight behind you and the boom right behind you and some to the left. We got some that we're gonna have to work on.
Well, I'm gonna do those when I go to the field.
Like a car, the tire pressure gets checked, any oil gets changed. It has to be done on every piece of equipment here as well. In the winter, we haul out all of the grain, so the bins all behind me are pretty much full.
Getting ready to transfer grain out of this bin into a big one over there. Okay?
We market our crop even before it's planted, some of it, all year long, and then after harvest into winter, this is the time when it goes out to the feed mill or wherever its final destination is. On the farm in the winter, the books through the end of the year, it's really interesting to look at. Most of our tractors all have computers in them that records our data. So when we're in the winter making decisions on what we're going to plant next year, we analyze the yield off of every field versus the variety, maybe what fertilizer program we implemented on that field. We make our decisions on purchasing all of those things. So this shows last year. It's going to map what the yield was in the field. Last year, this fall, we harvested soybeans. So it tells us in this particular field the acreages, what the field yielded. The same thing with the cattle. We are now making decisions on our breeding program. The year end means just analyzing all of the data we've gathered through the year and making decisions for next year. Taxes, just like anybody. So, lots of work.
Though there is plenty of work to do no matter the season, the Stablers keep it all in the family.
We have a very special thing here. Certainly, I am rooted here. My great-grandfather started this in a house just across the street, so we haven't gone far in several generations. And what's really special about this operation for me is I'm the 4th generation on this farm, but on any given day, you will get 4 generations working together on this farm. So you'll get my grandfather, my dad, my sister and I, and also our children most days. And that's really great to be able to just spend that time as family and also be able to cultivate the land. I mean, it's what we love to do. It's what we were born doing. It's in our blood.
Family farmers like the Stablers are integral for the preservation of farmland in Montgomery County.
I think sometimes the farmers are given a bad